Hi, good morning. How is everyone today? I am making this video for Laura, so I will be giving it to her, and after she uses it, then I will post it on my channel. So Laura had asked me a question. She had this vision dream about a landmass that she saw off the coast of Africa. So instead of jumping straight into that, I'm going to give a whole thing about what happened. Okay. At one point, this snow globe didn't have that much water in it. It really didn't. This whole thing about tectonic plates, so it's a bunch of crap. There's no tectonic plates. But what it does is it has lower lying areas than others. You know the saying above sea level? Well, from what our sea is now, and there's still stuff above it. Well, there was a huge area that was not flooded out, and it was in the Atlantic Ocean. It's not the only place, but we're going to talk about this today. It started above Portugal, out in the water where the water is now, and it goes down through the Atlantic Ocean, and it does kind of this thing. So it's kind of shaped like, almost like a boot kind of a shoe. It goes from Portugal down through the side of Africa, over to the Bimini Islands, and down through Cuba. This was a whole big landmass at one time. When the water came in, because there is an ebbing and flowing in our crater, the water came from the outside of our snow globe, and we have tunneling systems, caverns and things, where the water flows in and flows out. And it's done like breathing, because Gaia is alive. And when this breathing happens, positions move and water flows. Well, with this water flowing, it had flooded out a big chunk of this snow globe, and that's where we got a lot of our water from, when at one point we didn't have it. This whole thing about tectonic plates is a made-up whatever. We don't have tectonic plates. And of course, the powers that be would love you to believe this scenario that the land broke up. No, the land didn't break anything. No. But the water came in. It's much easier to make up these ridiculous tectonic plates than explain that we're in a smaller place on the bigger Earth and that water ebbs and flows, and this is a cycle that happens. So let's look at the one place that she was talking about, and it's off the coast of Africa, down through the Canary Islands. She saw a big island continent. I don't know if it's a continent, but I guess it could be an island continent. What was left of the original island continent. So I do know that years ago, I was looking into all of this, and I also did physical research and stumbled upon somebody discovering there was an epicenter underneath the Canary Islands, where people lived. I think it's 3 miles deep on the abyssal plain. So this was all above water at one point, just like a lot of that stuff out in the ocean was, of course. And she had asked me about, she saw a volcano that had snow on it, and inside of it was some kind of elongated gold, and wanted to know what that was. So I remote viewed and I looked into it, and yes, it was tech. We had all this tech everywhere at one point in this snow globe, but of course when we went through the catastrophes, all that got taken away. Did it have something to do with the destruction of the supposed Atlantis, which I'm going to tell you the entire snow globe was Atlantis. It wasn't a specific place. That's why you have pockets of people everywhere saying this is Atlantis, because they're all right. This entire thing was Atlantis. So no, the tech didn't really have much to do with it. They have this stuff out that's on the internet where the civilizations became so bad that they needed to be taken down and destroyed. No. This is a natural thing that happens throughout this whole reality. It's just on a really slow cycle with the ebbing and the flowing of the water. We really are just a small place on the bigger Earth, and there are cavern systems that allow water in, and this is what's causing the mud floods and all this other stuff, because it's on some kind of perpetuating cycle. We are also like a top spinning. You know those toys? When we get down, the spin starts to slow, we do get an injection where it starts spinning again so everything can work right again. And that would go with the Samvartika fires and all this other stuff, which is also a natural built-in mechanism to keep this thing going energetically. But I'm digressing again. Poor Laura. She had asked me, what else did she ask me? She asked me about, a certain amount of people that had the blonde hair and the blue eyes or the red hair, whatever. In this whole snow globe at one point, we had people from every color, it doesn't matter. They were everywhere, and they were situated everywhere. The ones that were on the island were multi-raced also. You could say race because at one point there was no such thing as race, but we'll just go by skin color. The only reasons the red-haired, blonde people were noted in a society is because with the history which is given you, they're not supposed to be there, so they stand out. When in reality, it's a telltale sign that everybody intermingled and that the stories that they're giving you about these people with this color skin and this color hair don't belong there, that's a bunch of crap too. So, yeah, they went where they had to go to escape the waters coming in. And they would love for you to believe that human beings were so bad they had to be punished and taken down. I don't think so. No, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing natural disasters happening, and then the people writing history, which is his story, how they want you to believe, inventing most, 99.9% of our history is invented. So, yes, you are actually seeing the remnants of the leftover big island continent that used to be there, the one that's off the coast of Africa. Oh, she also asked me about the sanding. I see that the sands were made by the Samvartika fires, where they had come in and just... There were also warring factors going on. I would like to not say this, but just because you have a lot of technology doesn't make you better beings. The same issues are still coming up that were coming up throughout our history. A group of beings trying to control everything, trying to monopolize, monetize, do everything they can to be in full and control, and you're their slaves. And they're feeding off of you energetically. So that's even going on. And just because you have high tech doesn't mean you're a better being. This whole thing, and we should discuss this real quick about these aliens coming in. No, everything's always been here. And you have the dark side and you have the light side. And it doesn't matter how high up you are technologically, you still have it. So they're always biting for trying to manipulate and make you believe because we are more technically advanced, we are better beings. Don't buy into it. Buy into that you are a god, you are source, and leave it at that. Everybody has to deal with themselves. Don't let somebody come and run you around by your nose and tell you what to think and do. I don't care how technologically they think they are advanced. It doesn't mean that they're spiritually advanced. So, but that's both sides. You get yin and yang. So yes, Laura, you absolutely saw, without a shadow of a doubt, what was going on there. Some of the technology that were used were very, very advanced, but it wasn't used like they would want you to believe for the harm of others. If that was the fact, Antiqua Tech wouldn't be designed the way it was designed. The pyramids were earthen technology, and they were not designed to harm and hurt. But, of course, the historians would like to make you believe that. So we need to be punished constantly because we're such bad humans. So this is going to be, I guess, a short segment for Laura. I don't want to go too deep into it because she's going to make her own video. So I will be posting Laura's channel in my description. Okay, Laura, I hope that answered some things. And have a great day. Bye.